hadith, Prophet told the symptoms of the man. Prophet said, there will come people from his offspring, from this man Zul Khawasir, who was from the area of Najd, from the tribe of Bani Tamim. Prophet said, his people are going to recite Quran, but is not going to go below their throat. That means they will not follow Quran, they will not understand Quran. We have seen in today's world, Istawa ala al-arsh, okay, and their stupid understanding. We have seen this Wahhabis, Prophet. And then what did he say? They will kill the Muslims, but they will not disturb the idolaters. So my dear brothers and sisters, we are from that region. In another hadith, he told the particular tribe and the symptoms of those people. Now let us go back to history, for which you don't need any hadith book, you don't need any tafsir book. If you are a sane person, you can check this. Who was this man in this ummah upon whom everything fits? The one who was born in the region of Najd, as Prophet told, in the same tribe of Bani Tamim, as Prophet told, and who has this characteristic. Which characteristics? That he and his followers are going to recite Quran, but Quran is not going to go below their throat, and they are going to kill Muslims, but they will not disturb idolaters. My dear brothers and sisters, go, do research. Do research in Arabian Peninsula, who was this man, and you will find there was only one such man, Ibne Abdul Wahab Najdi Tamimi, who was born in the Christian era 1700 in the region of Najd, in the small village called Uwaina, in the tribe called Bani Tamim. What did he do? Allahu Akbar. The thing is, all this prophecy of Prophet has suited on him. But we have to cross-check the third and the most important prophecy. Did he kill Muslim? Did he leave the idolaters? Do his followers follow the same thing which Prophet said, that they recite Quran but does not go below their heart? We have to analyze this to make this thing very clear. My dear brothers and sisters, you have to only read the history of Taif. Those who are well versed in internet can Google history of Taif, T-A-I-F, Taif, or massacre in Taif, or what happened in Saudi Arabia in 1924. Or you can read any book written by any Muslim, non-Muslim, Jew, Christian, anyone about the history of Arabian Peninsula from the year 1700 to 1950. Read any book, any article, anything. You will find this man, he killed innocent Muslims. He said, he misused the hadith. He said, in one hadith, which Prophet ﷺ said when the jihad was going on, that kill them, which also many non-Muslims misuse. He said, kill them unless they say, La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Kill them. There is a hadith like that. So what is the meaning of that hadith? That this hadith was only applicable at that time when the war was already going on. For example, two armies are in the battlefield. What will your commander say? Kill the opposite army unless they give up. They raise their hand and they give up. We don't go in armed battlefield to hug each other. So this hadith is only relevant at that time. Many non-Muslims will also bring you this hadith, so please take a note. It was only for that particular time. When two tribes, when Muslims were fighting non-Muslims, there was a jihad because the non-Muslims broke the peace treaty. There was a peace treaty signed between the Muslims and the non-Muslims. The non-Muslims broke that treaty, and you can see this in Tafsir of Surah Tawbah, Surah number 9. So at that time it was said. So this man, Ibn Abdul Wahab Najdi, used that hadith and said, these Muslims of the Arabian Peninsula, they are not real Muslims. I have to kill them. He killed them. And if you want to check this, I said earlier, Read any book of history written for the year 1700 to 1950 for Arabian Peninsula. Any book. Google massacre in Taif. Google history of Saudi Arabia 1700 to 1950. Read the book How Arabian Peninsula Got the Name Saudi Arabia, and you will get all of them saying the same story. How Hajj was not performed for 4 years. Allahu Akbar. After Yazid, we all know the Yazid and Palit. The Yazid, the misguided one. After him, the second fitna in Islam was this by Abdul Wahab Najdi. During the time of Yazid, the cover over the Kaaba was burnt, and during the time of Ibn Abdul Wahab Najdi, masjids were vacant in Medina and Makkah. Blood was flowing in Medina. The irony is, people come in chat room and they do not read their history. It is not very old, just 200 years back. Blood was flowing in the streets of Medina. Muslim women were raped. Children were thrown into fire. Allahu Akbar. Why? Because this man, he revolted against the Osmania Islamic Empire, Ottoman Empire. The Britishers, they told him, if you revolt against the Osmania Empire, the Ottoman Empire, which is named after the third Khalifa of Islam, Osman bin Affan, Jami'ul Quran radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, then we are going to help you in establishing. So this man, he made a treaty with the king, a leader of a caravan called Saud. His name was Saud. So this man, Ibn Abdul Wahab Najdi, made friendship with Saud, and they made this plan to revolt against the Ottoman Empire. They succeeded later on in the third attempt. Before that, they killed innocent Muslims. Now let us see what are the objections. Some Wahhabis say, oh, this Najd is Iraq. My dear brothers and sisters, now I am going to present 4 hadiths, 5 evidence inshallah, which says, and you all can cross check, you all are more intelligent, whether this is right or not. The first evidence is, all of you can Google Najd, N-A-J-D. That is the most easiest way, and you will see it is the central region of Saudi Arabia. That is the most easy, but of course it is not authentic. You will say, the Wahhabis say, oh, the whole Google is wrong. Fine, that is a stupid belief. Just for first evidence, you can see N-A-J-D, Najd. It is the central region of Saudi Arabia. Fine, that can be wrong. Whole Google is against them. Now please take a note of the second evidence, which is most authentic. Why it is most authentic? Because Wahhabis will tell you that, oh, in that time Najd was something different. In today's time Najd is something different. That is why Google is now giving you Najd is Saudi Arabia, but during the time of Prophet it was something else. That is how they play games. So now here is a hadith from Sahih Muslim, in which Prophet explained what is Najd. Very clear. He told the difference between Najd and Iraq. I am giving you the hadith from Sahih Muslim, Kitabul Hajj.